Okay, so keeping up with all the latest design tools, it can feel like a never-ending sprint rate. But today, we are diving into something that could really give you an edge. ChatGPT Sora.
Mm.
Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah, Sora, yeah. It's making waves for sure.
It's an AI assistant, and it's making huge waves in UI/UX design, and we've got articles and research here to break down exactly why.
Yeah, it's really interesting. What's fascinating about Sora is it's not just another AI image generator or text tool.
Right.
It's specifically designed to get the nuances of user experience.
Okay.
Who can help you brainstorm, wireframe, prototype, and even refine your designs using natural language.
Okay, so no more wrestling with that complex design software.
Yeah.
We're spending hours on these tedious tasks.
Yeah, it can really speed things up.
That sounds pretty promising, but I'm curious. How does Sora actually deliver on these promises? How does it work?
Well, the article highlights 5 key use cases for Sora in UI/UX design. Take brainstorming, for example. Let's say you're tasked with creating a fitness app homepage that really resonates with millennials.
Okay.
You could give Sora a prompt like, suggest modern design concepts for a fitness app homepage targeting millennials,
Mm-hmm.
and it would instantly generate a range of ideas tailored to that specific audience.
Interesting. So it's not pulling just generic design trends.
No.
It's considering that target user.
Exactly.
What kind of output would you expect to see in that case?
You'd likely see things like gradient backgrounds, minimalistic navigation, and even suggestions for gamified interfaces.
Uh-huh.
Sora taps into that millennial desire for interactive experiences, right?
Right.
Which could give your app a competitive edge right out of the gate.
I can already see how this would save designers tons of time in that initial ideation phase.
Absolutely.
What about the next step? Moving from those initial concepts to actual wireframes.
Yeah.
Can Sora help with that?
Absolutely. Imagine you're working on a product landing page that needs to be laser focused on conversions. You could prompt Sora with sketch a wireframe layout for a product landing page focused on conversion.
So I'm guessing Sora wouldn't just throw random elements on the page.
No.
It would take that conversion goal into account.
Exactly. You'd get recommendations for header placement, calls to action, and image placeholders, all strategically arranged to guide the user towards that desired action.
I see, yeah.
It's like having an AI design consultant whispering best practices in your ear.
That's a great way to put it. I like that.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with writing effective microcopy.
Yeah, it's tough.
Those little bits of text, they can make or break the user experience, but they're often overlooked.
Right.
Can Sora lend a hand there too?
Absolutely. Think about things like button text, error messages, or those concise bits of guidance throughout the interface.
Mm-hmm.
You could give Sora a prompt like, suggest concise, user-friendly microcopy for form submission buttons and error alerts. And it would generate options like submit now for a button or oops, please check the highlighted fields for an error message.
Okay, that's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Sora could help create a more seamless and intuitive user journey just through those small details.
Yeah, those little things are important.
But what about designing for accessibility? That's a crucial aspect of UI/UX design, and I'm curious how Sora handles that.
Yeah, that's a big one. And this is where Sora's analytical capabilities really shine.
Okay.
Let's say you have a website design with vibrant colors and small text, which could be challenging for users with visual impairments.
Mm-hmm.
You could ask Sora, suggest accessibility improvements for a website with vibrant colors and small text.
So it would act as a sort of digital accessibility auditor, flagging those potential issues and suggesting solutions.
Precisely. It might recommend increasing font sizes,
Okay.
adding ARIA labels for screen readers,
Uh-huh.
or even adjusting that color contrast to meet accessibility standards. Sora can help you identify and address those considerations early in the design process, which is critical for creating inclusive experiences for everyone.
I'm noticing a pattern here. It seems like Sora can tackle those repetitive or technically challenging tasks that often bog down designers.
You can.
But what about that bigger picture? Can Sora help with creating design systems?
Yes.
Those guidelines that ensure consistency across an entire project?
Absolutely.
Because those are so important.
Yeah, design systems are essential for
Definitely.
maintaining that unified visual language and brand identity.
Right.
And Sora can definitely assist with that. You could give it a prompt like provide a structure for a design system, including typography, colors, and components.
So instead of starting from scratch, Sora could provide a blueprint for a robust and reusable design framework.
You got it. Sora would offer guidelines for typography choices, color palettes, and even standardized UI components that can be used throughout the project.
Okay, so that can save countless hours and headaches down the line.
Ab-
This is all incredibly impressive, but I'm sure some designers might be wondering if Sora is meant to replace them entirely.
I can see why they might think that.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
It does, and it's a valid concern, but it's important to remember that Sora is a tool,
Yeah.
not a replacement for human designers.
So it's more about collaboration than competition.
Exactly. Sora is most effective when used strategically alongside a designer's expertise.
Okay.
It can handle those time-consuming tasks, offer data-driven insights,
Right.
but the designer still plays a crucial role in shaping that overall vision
Right.
and bringing those creative ideas to life.
It makes sense. It's like having an incredibly skilled assistant who can handle the heavy lifting,
Yeah, I like that analogy.
freeing you up to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of the design process.
Exactly.
But let's dive a bit deeper into how to actually use Sora effectively.
Okay, sounds good.
What are some key things that designers should keep in mind?
One of the most important things is being specific with your prompts.
Okay.
The more detail you provide Sora, the more accurate and relevant its output will be.
So it's not enough to just ask for a website design.
Right.
You need to really think about those specific goals, target audience, desired outcomes.
Exactly. Sora can only generate solutions based on the information you provide.
Right.
So the more detailed and specific your prompts are, the better the results will be.
Yeah.
Like giving clear instructions to a human designer.
I can definitely see how that would make a difference. But even with clear instructions, wouldn't relying too heavily on Sora's suggestions potentially limit a designer's own creativity?
That's a great point, and it highlights the importance of collaboration.
Okay.
Sora's suggestions should be seen as a starting point, a springboard for your own unique design thinking. It's about taking those AI-generated insights and iterating on them, adding your own personal touch, your own design expertise to create something truly exceptional.
So finding that sweet spot where AI and human creativity intersect, where Sora's capabilities complement and enhance a designer's skills rather than replacing them.
Precisely. And when you combine the speed and efficiency of Sora with the nuanced understanding and creativity of a human designer, that's when the magic happens.
Sounds like this could be a game changer for designers who are willing to embrace AI as a creative partner.
I think it is.
But for those who might be feeling a bit overwhelmed by all of this potential, can you give us a real-world example of how Sora could be applied in a specific design scenario?
Absolutely. Let's imagine you're tasked with redesigning a sauce dashboard.
Okay.
This is a perfect use case for ChatGPT Sora because dashboards can be complex with lots of data points and user interactions to consider.
So how could Sora be helpful in this scenario?
Well, first think about brainstorming layout options.
Okay.
You could provide Sora with information about the target user personas, their needs and goals, and ask for suggestions on different dashboard structures.
Okay, so instead of sketching out a dozen different layouts manually, Sora could help me quickly explore a range of possibilities based on real user data.
Exactly. Sora could analyze those user personas and come up with layout options tailored to their specific workflows and information needs.
Wow.
It might suggest different ways to organize data, prioritize information, and create a visual hierarchy that makes sense for those users.
That's a huge time saver, especially in those early stages of a project.
It is.
But what about responsive design? Ensuring that a dashboard looks and functions flawlessly across different devices, that can be a real headache.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can Sora help with that too?
You bet. Imagine you're struggling to make a complex menu responsive. You could ask Sora, generate CSS for a mobile-first hamburger menu for this navigation structure. And boom, Sora provides the code, saving you tons of time and frustration.
Okay, I'm officially impressed. But what about the actual content of the dashboard? Those labels, descriptions, even placeholder text, can Sora assist with that?
Absolutely. Remember those microcopy examples we discussed earlier? You can apply the same principle here.
Okay.
You could ask Sora to generate placeholder content for different UI components, ensuring that even the draft version of the dashboard feels polished and user-friendly.
So it's not just about the structure and layout.
Right, yeah.
Sora can actually help create a more complete and polished user experience.
It can.
Even in those early stages of the design process.
Exactly. And don't forget about optimization.
Okay.
You could ask Sora to analyze the dashboard design,
Mm-hmm.
suggest improvements for both aesthetics and functionality. Think about things like color choices, font pairings, even the placement of interactive elements. Sora can offer insights that align with best practices for user experience.
This is all incredibly valuable information, but I know our listeners probably wondering,
Yeah.
what does this all mean for me as a designer?
Yeah, good question.
What are the bigger implications of a tool like Sora?
That's the key question, isn't it? And it's a question that goes beyond ChatGPT, Sora. What we're seeing here is a fundamental shift in the design landscape. AI tools are becoming increasingly sophisticated,
Right.
offering designers new ways to work faster, smarter, and more intuitively.
It's like the dawn of a new era in design, one where AI is no longer a futuristic concept,
Right.
but a tangible reality.
Exactly. And for designers, this means that tools like ChatGPT Sora can empower them to push their creative boundaries, explore new ideas, and deliver truly exceptional user experiences.
So if I could summarize for our listener,
Yeah.
it sounds like ChatGPT Sora is not just a time-saving tool,
No.
but a creative catalyst, a way to unlock new levels of design innovation.
I think that's a brilliant way to put it, and it brings us to a really thought-provoking question.
With tools like ChatGPT Sora at our fingertips, what does the future of UI/UX design look like? What exciting possibilities can you envision?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's something every designer should be thinking about.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more deeply woven into our workflows,
Uh-huh.
it's going to fundamentally change how we approach design challenges.
So it's not just about learning the new tools, but understanding the broader implications for the design profession itself.
Yeah.
We're talking about a potential paradigm shift.
Exactly. We need to envision a future where AI and human designers work together,
Okay.
each leveraging their unique strengths.
Right.
We could be on the verge of creating experiences that are not only functional and beautiful, but deeply human-centered in a way we haven't seen before.
That's a crucial point. It's easy to get caught up in the technical wow factor of AI.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, design is about people.
it is.
Understanding their needs, emotions, and crafting experiences that resonate on a deeper level.
Yeah. And that's where the human element will always be essential. AI can analyze data, generate ideas, and optimize designs. But it's human empathy, creativity, and intuition that will truly bring those designs to life, infusing them with meaning and purpose.
There's something almost poetic about that, the idea that AI can handle the technical intricacies while human designers focus on the soul of the experience.
I like that.
But for our listeners who might be feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension about this AI-powered future, what would you say to encourage them to embrace this new era of design?
I'd say don't be afraid to experiment,
Yeah.
to explore the possibilities that tools like ChatGPT Sora offer. See them as partners in your creative journey,
Okay.
a way to expand your horizons and push the boundaries of what's possible in design.
It's not about being replaced, but about finding that synergy where human and artificial intelligence work together to achieve something truly extraordinary.
Absolutely. And for our listeners, I would leave you with this thought. As we enter this uncharted territory of AI-powered design,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to stay curious,
Okay.
keep learning, and never lose sight of the human element that lies at the heart of it all.
It's been an amazing deep dive into the world of ChatGPT Sora and its potential to reshape UI/UX design.
It has.
We hope you found this exploration as fascinating as we have.
I have?
Until next time,
Yeah.
keep those creative sparks flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities Sora opens up, but there's also a sense of, okay, this is moving fast. Where do we even go from here? What are some of the emerging trends or areas you're most excited about when it comes to the future of AI in UI/UX design?
One area that's particularly intriguing is the evolution of personalized user experiences.
Okay.
Imagine a world where AI can analyze user behavior in real time and adjust interfaces to cater to those individual preferences.
Right.
We're talking about websites and apps that learn as you use them, creating hyper-personalized experiences that were unimaginable before.
That sounds amazing, but also a little bit like science fiction.
Yeah.
Is that something we're likely to see in the near future?
It's closer than you might think.
Okay.
AI algorithms are already being used to personalize content recommendations and product suggestions.
Right.
It's only a matter of time before those same principles are applied to UI/UX design.
So we could see a future where each user interacts with a slightly different version of the same website or app, optimized for their unique needs and preferences.
Precisely.
Okay.
And this leads to another exciting area, the potential for AI to enhance accessibility.
Okay.
Imagine AI algorithms that can automatically adjust things like font sizes, color contrast, and even layout elements to cater to users with different visual, auditory, or cognitive abilities.
Right.
This could revolutionize accessibility in digital products, creating a more inclusive online world for everyone.
That's a truly inspiring vision.
It is.
It's exciting to think about how AI could not only make our work as designers more efficient,
Yeah,
but also make those digital experiences more accessible and inclusive for everyone.
absolutely.
But with all these potential benefits, there are bound to be challenges as well, right? What are some of the potential pitfalls or concerns we should be aware of?
Well, one of the biggest challenges will be ensuring that AI is used ethically and responsibly in design. As AI algorithms become more sophisticated, we need to be mindful of potential biases.
Right.
Ensure that these tools are used to enhance human capabilities rather than replace or marginalize them.
That's a critical point. We can't just blindly adopt AI without considering those ethical implications.
Right.
We need to make sure these tools are being used to create a better future for everyone, not just a select few.
Exactly. Another challenge will be staying ahead of the curve as AI technology continues to evolve at this rapid pace.
Right.
Designers will need to constantly learn and adapt to keep up with the latest tools and techniques.
So continuous learning and adaptability will be key for designers in this AI-driven future.
Absolutely.
It sounds like the role of the designer is evolving rather than disappearing.
It is. AI tools can handle those technical complexities and tedious tasks, freeing up designers to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of their work,
Okay.
understanding user needs, crafting compelling narratives, and ultimately shaping the future of human-computer interaction.
So for our listener who's maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed or uncertain about this AI-powered future of design,
Yeah.
what advice would you give them?
I would say embrace the change.
Okay.
Stay curious and never stop learning. Explore the tools and resources available, experiment with different approaches, and don't be afraid to challenge the status quo.
Yeah.
The future of design is full of possibilities, and AI is just one of the many exciting tools at our disposal.
It's been an incredible deep dive into the world of ChatGPT Sora and the future of UI/UX design.
It has.
It sounds like we're on the brink of a truly transformative era, and it'll be fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
Indeed. And for our listeners, remember that the future of design is not predetermined. It's something we're all actively shaping with the choices we make and the tools we use.
Yeah.
So go out there, explore, experiment, and create amazing things.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities. You know, Sora opens up, but there's also a sense of, okay, this is moving fast. Where do we even go from here? What are some of the emerging trends or the areas you're most excited about when it comes to the future of AI and UI/UX design?
Yeah, well, one area that's particularly intriguing is the evolution of personalized user experiences.
Okay.
Imagine a world where AI can analyze user behavior, like in real time, and dynamically adjust interfaces to cater to individual preferences.
Okay.
So we're talking about websites and apps that learn and adapt as you use them,
Wow.
creating these like hyper-personalized experiences that were previously unimaginable.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But also a little bit like science fiction. Is that really something we're likely to see in the near future?
It's closer than you might think. You know, AI algorithms are already being used to personalize things like content recommendations and product suggestions.
Right.
And it's really only a matter of time before those same principles are applied to UI/UX design.
Yep.
Sora, for instance, is already capable of analyzing user data to generate design suggestions tailored to specific demographics and behavior patterns.
So we could see a future where each user interacts with a slightly different version of the same website or app,
Exactly.
optimized for their unique needs and preferences.
Precisely. And this leads to another exciting area, the potential for AI to enhance accessibility.
Okay.
Imagine AI algorithms that can automatically adjust things like font sizes, color contrast, even layout elements to cater to users with different visual, auditory, or cognitive abilities.
Yeah.
You know, this could revolutionize accessibility in digital products, creating a more inclusive online world for everyone.
That's a truly inspiring vision. It's exciting to think about how AI could not only make our work as designers more efficient, but also make those digital experiences more accessible and inclusive for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
With all these potential benefits, there are bound to be challenges as well.
Yeah, of course.
What are some of the potential pitfalls or concerns we should be aware of?
I think one of the biggest challenges will be ensuring that AI is used ethically and responsibly in design.
Okay.
As AI algorithms become more sophisticated, we need to be mindful of potential biases and ensure that these tools are used to enhance human capabilities rather than replace or marginalize them.
That's a critical point. We can't just blindly adopt AI without considering those ethical implications.
No.
You need to make sure these tools are being used to create a better future for everyone, not just a select few.
Exactly. Another challenge will be staying ahead of the curve as AI technology continues to evolve at such a rapid pace.
Right.
Designers will need to constantly learn and adapt to keep up with the latest tools and techniques, which can be both exciting and daunting.
So continuous learning and adaptability will be key for designers in this AI-driven future.
Yeah.
Sounds like the role of the designer is evolving rather than disappearing.
It is. AI tools can handle the technical complexities and tedious tasks, freeing up designers to focus on the more strategic and creative aspects of their work, understanding user needs, crafting compelling narratives, and ultimately shaping the future of human-computer interaction.
So for a listener who's maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed or uncertain about this AI-powered future of design, what advice would you give them?
I'd say embrace the change, stay curious, and never stop learning.
Okay.
Explore the tools and resources available, experiment with different approaches, and don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. The future of design is full of possibilities, and AI is just one of the many exciting tools at our disposal.
It's been an incredible deep dive into the world of ChatGPT Sora and the future of UI/UX design. It sounds like we're on the brink of a truly transformative era.
We are.
And it'll be fascinating to see how it all unfolds.
Indeed, and for our listeners, remember that the future of design is not predetermined.
Yeah.
It's something we're all actively shaping with the choices we make and the tools we use.
Right.
So go out there, explore, experiment, and create amazing things.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.
Yeah,
And they-
absolutely.